On our previous video, we looked at configuring and publishing a collaboration maturity diagnostic assessment using one diagnostic. I've recreated that here, but put some valid emails in so I can demonstrate how we complete the assessment, how the user experiences the assessment. So I've used 3 different emails that I have just for the sake of demonstration, and I'm going to press publish. That publish now will send an email to all those that are invited to participate, which will include my inbox here. Excuse me. So let me go to the first one here. And here we see the invitation has come in. You'll see at the top, I have the boilerplate content, and then down here, you'll see the content that I included when I'm configuring the assessment. I click on my unique link, and it takes me to completing the assessment. As you can see, we get the title of the assessment up here, and then we can get the elaboration of the description. In this example, we'll get 2 questions, one on the model and one on the dynamic. There's no report yet because there's been no submissions. So now I'm going to take the assessment. Okay, so each assessment question will have a leading statement here. And we're asked to read and understand that leading statement, and then reading from the bottom up, identify the statement here that most closely reflects our organization, stopping once we've reached one that accurately describes our organization and the next one does not. So I'm going to select this one for the example. Now we go down and we're in the integration assessment. So this is the diagnostic assessment for the integration dynamic capability, and it'll present each of the construct capabilities for this dynamic, and we get the option of determining whether we believe the dynamic or the construct is high or medium or low importance. And again, we read from the bottom up as before, and we can select the response we think best reflects our organization. We're also asked to encourage to add comments to provide some qualitative data as to why we have chosen this. My choice is because, etc., etc., etc. And we can do this on each of the constructs. So I'm going to speed through these for the sake of the demonstration. It takes a couple of minutes for each to consider. So self-organization is the next construct for the integration. Communications, we can select high, medium, or low. And we come down to boundaries is the next one, and so on and so on. And a diagnostic assessment will look at the constructs for each of the dynamics selected. And finally, communities. We might put another comment. As I said, I recommend we encourage our participants to put a comment and put details to provide some background as to why they made certain choices, so we can submit the survey. Now, I can see the report here because I was allowed to when I was setting up. And here we can see the overall score we gave on question 1, and then below we can see each of the individual constructs, and of course we can get the breakdown for the constructs. I'm not going to go into this in a huge amount of detail here because I want to put another response in. Okay, so that is a quick example of the live real-time report. Now we go back to my email and go to another email address. Okay, so let me go to, okay, here's my invitation, my other invitation, Again, another unique assessment response. And you can see here it says I cannot access the report. I did not allow this participant to view the report, but they can take the assessment. And again, they respond following the guidance in the boilerplate information in the email. I'm going to answer it quite quickly here, just so that we can demonstrate. Okay, self-organization. Okay, I'm not putting any comments in, but remember, I'm not putting comments in because I'm just showing this for the purpose of demonstration rather than detailed analysis. Business processes. Okay, so that's it. Now I have a second response, and all your respondents, whether you have 30, 50, 100, they'll all do that. Again, as I can say, this particular individual cannot see the live reports. Now let's look at a reviewer. So someone who wasn't a participant, but was maybe it's a steering committee member or senior management who needs access to view the report, but is not a participant in the assessment. And we put in the password, and here we can see the report. And you can click here to see how to review the report. You can print the report. You can also export the report. So I can get a list of participants if I want to. There we can see the list of participants, and we'd see any comment if there was comments put in there. So here, let's have a look at the list of participants, and you can see the comments are in here and whether they rated the particular construct high or low, or the particular dynamic high or low. And here we can see a summary, and at the end response here, we can see overall that for this integration dynamic, were rated at the operational level 4. Now we can scroll over and see what 3 looks like or what 5 looks like, just to validate that we generally have consensus that this is the right description of the level of functioning of collaboration integration in the organization. And then we get the guidance to facilitate the improvement. Over here we can see the actual measurement, and the solid line above each is the highest responder, and the dotted line below is the lowest responder. If you can't see a solid or dotted line, it means it's within the actual measurement level here. So we can see each of these are each of the relevant constructs. And if we want to expand out and look at how each construct, what the meaning is and what the measurement is, we can see here, for example, self-organization, everybody rated this fairly highly at level 6, and then the development focus if we wanted to build to level 7. So that's a very quick overview of completing surveys, being a reviewer, or viewing reports.